live in the morning on KTRS.
9:52 here, Big 550 KTRS. Ken Earhart filling in for John Carney a little bit later on today. One of the great things about St. Louis is that so many people see a need and do something about it. That's exactly like our next guest. Kathy Ace, you are the founder and president of a charity organization called Back at You. Kathy Aker, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Hi, how are you?
You need to move that microphone and get it right up to there.
Okay.
You go. There you
Good
go.
morning.
Perfect. Good morning. What is Back at You?
What we do is we distribute backpacks for the homeless in St. Louis. Last year we did 200. This year we're doing 400. We buy specially designed and made backpacks that are designed by a nonprofit in Chicago called City Pack Project. And they are amazing, amazing backpacks. We fill them with essentials, and then we take it a step further. And what we do is every single backpack has a handmade scarf, so the recipient knows that someone really cared. And we have had scarves come in from all over the country for our backpacks.
Now, you started this is your second year?
This is our second full year as a 501c3 nonprofit.
Why did you do this?
I had worked in Section 8 housing for about 18 years, and I left it 15 years ago because I got burned out. But I really had a passion for those that didn't have a roof over their heads and that were living on the streets. And I started volunteering at shelters and doing things like buying socks and gloves for the people who were staying in shelters. And I wanted to do more. A backpack seemed like a great idea. I would see people on the streets with their Schnucks grocery bags and their garbage bags. And the people that had small backpacks kept them very close to them. That's where all their important stuff was.
Right.
So I started looking into what kind of backpack would be helpful and what we could put in them to make their lives on the streets a little easier.
So last year you handed out 200 backpacks around St. Louis. This year you're planning on giving out 400.
That is correct.
What's in the backpack?
The backpacks are amazing. We cram them full with everything from water bottles to hoodies to these are some of the handmade scarves that we've gotten. They have hats, 2 pair of gloves, a pair of knit gloves and a pair of ski gloves, notebook, pen, flashlight, things that you wouldn't normally think about. And every single backpack will have at least 4 pair of socks. Socks are the least donated to shelters and the most needed item.
Any like toiletries, deodorant, soap, shampoo, toothbrushes?
They all have hygiene bags, and they all have snack bags. And those are all packaged in individual Ziploc bags and put inside also.
Kathy, how are you funded?
We are funded 100% by donations. So we.
So you had to get this off the ground. You had to start knocking on doors, friends, family, whatever else, to give you money.
That is exactly right. What we did was we started an Indiegogo fund, and it was fairly successful. We raised enough last year to buy 200 of these backpacks. And we also have done an annual event called Backpack Blues. We had our second annual one in April. And some really amazing blues bands in St. Louis donate their time. And Keith Robinson, who's a great drummer, played for Chuck Berry and all the bigs, is a friend of mine. And he gets this all put together. BB's downtown.
Yeah, sure.
They let us use the venue on a Sunday, and we raised $5,000 this year.
How much is each bag with fully loaded? How much does that cost, or how much is it worth?
It probably runs about $75.
$75 with the bag included?
These backpacks are amazing.
They're unbelievable.
The nonprofit City Pack Project, who designed these, they got High Sierra to make them. We only pay $15 a piece for these bags, and they pay the rest of it. And
this is such a nice bag. You should sell this bag to the public and then send the funds to the homeless people. This is a great knapsack. This is a better knapsack than a regular knapsack.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
They don't allow them for any other distribution.
Right.
They're strictly sold to organizations like mine for homeless distribution.
Where now, if somebody got a backpack last year, do they get another one this year? Is there a refill? How does that work?
There will be some people who probably got them last year. Unfortunately, when you're homeless, a lot of what you own, you may not own for long.
Right.
Things get lost and stolen. And I have seen some on the streets from last year, though, which is pretty awesome.
Sure.
And those people, they may not come back for a new backpack.
All right. So, Kathy, what do you want us to know? We got about a minute here. What do you want us to know about Back at You?
I want everybody to look at the homeless a little differently. They're not invisible. We see the homeless. We've got their backs. Be kind. And please check out our website, backatyou.org, and help us help them with donations.
Backatyou.org. It's back with the @ sign.
The Back at You for the website is all spelled out. Yes, it's all one word.
Back ATYOU.
Yep, and there's a donate button there. We would love for you to instead of maybe giving holiday presents this year, make a donation in somebody's name.
Backatyou.org. Kathy Aker. It's a great story.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Good luck. Kathy Aker, president and founder of Back at You, here on the Big 550 KTRS. That's going to do it for us for the weekend. Martin Kilcoyne comes your way next. You can count on Kent filling in for Carney, and then Frank and the boys. Don't forget about the Rally House tonight with Mizzou football, and then Mizzou football tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Have a great